Yes, my name is Christina Acevedo. I was diagnosed probably about 25 years ago.
My name's Richard Shank. I was diagnosed a little over 2 years ago.
The last event that happened occurred with my daughter about 7 years ago. I ended up having a suicidal attempt of overdose on drugs.
The doctor that worked with me, he told me that it was a combination between losing my dad 25 years ago, not working because I had to take care of I took care of my mother for almost 15 years. This November will be 2 years that she's passed. And there's, he said, other small things in between, and he said that the combination of all that is what more than likely contributed to my 2 attempts at suicide.
At times it can sneak up on me because of the depression. My depression can fluctuate up and down. I can be depressed one day and happy the next.
It does, but I try not to let my mental illness define me or define who I am, because I want to try and be in control of my mental illness.
One big step is coming to club success. I think it's important that we keep busy on a daily basis. I can't stress that enough. I believe that being around other people also helps to know that I'm not alone, that everyone has some sort of mental illness within their family, if not themselves. And I feel it's important that we challenge ourselves to keep busy or keep ourselves around other people. I just have to take things in stride. I'm not perfect. I can make mistakes, and I don't have to let my mental illness take over my life. I feel it's very important that we learn from each other, That's what life is all about, whether you have a mental illness or not. Not one of us can say that we're not going to have a mental illness. Everybody, you can be fine one day and have a total crash the next.
Because I'm diagnosed with major depressive disorder, and even though you have control of it, it still makes it hard for you to understand a lot of things and comprehend. And I don't take that as a negative or criticism or anything. I know that I have issues, even though I'm on medication, and I'm okay with that, because I know that I'm still in control. I just have little hiccups, as you would call it, from time to time.
My relationship with my husband, when I had that last suicide attempt, really scared him, scared me, scared my family. They were afraid I wasn't going to be around. It did affect our marriage, but we worked through it and we've come through it.
I've been seeing a girl for a little over a year now. Before that, it was about 24 years before I even went on a date or anything like that.
I was able to go back to school and get my education, which at age 49, I went back to school. Never thought in my wildest dreams that I would actually get a college degree. That has made the most impact. That has kept me on a level playing field. My life is not as hard as it used to be when I first came to Club Success. It was hard.
Carl Long, who's my therapist, I owe a lot to them because, I mean, she really knows how to keep my medications balanced just right, which ones for me to have on. And Carl, that man's really wonderful at his job because it's not that him wanting to sit in there and just talk and ask questions. He lets you come in there and he lets you talk. So Peace River definitely the Sheriff's Department because they're the ones that originally took me to CSU. So I greatly appreciate all of them.
People look at me sometimes and, you know, not everybody knows who I am unless they sit and have a conversation with me. And sometimes they just don't know that I have that mental illness. And that's the thing about mental illness. You don't know who has mental illness. Even your actors and actresses, you don't know if they have a mental illness. You're not in their body. It saddens my heart that people treat people that have a mental illness so horribly. And I don't believe in the word normal because there's no such thing as normal. We all have chaos in life. And my thing is stay focused on who you are and you can overcome your mental illness. That's all you have to do.
It's just that, you know, I have an illness and y'all don't, but it doesn't make us any different from one another. We can do the things that everybody else does. It's just that, you know, we had to have medication to help us get through, which is not a bad thing because, I mean, if you stop and think about it, everybody takes medication. You know, if you have a headache or if you have a backache, you take medication of some sort for it to get relief.
I think talking about mental illness is a big step. The more we talk about it, the more people are going to be aware of it, the more people are going to want to do better for themselves. You know?
We need every day, as society calls it, normal people to just say, you know, hey, you know what? Let me tell you about this place that I went to today. Or let me tell you about these amazing people that we've talked to. And then, you know, just by starting a conversation like that, I found will lead right into conversations about mental illness.
If I could say one thing about it, if you have a mental illness, seek help, because there is help. There's places like Club Success, Peace River, there's counselors out there. Seek the help because that's what they're there for.
Don't look at us like we're a separate group or like we have two heads on our shoulder. You know, just treat us like we're normal because we are.
We need to stop stigmatizing it and we need to let people get help. And we all need to know that we can be just one step away ourselves from having that mental illness.